Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, or good night. Depends on when you do, of course. This is going to be a game changer for me, of course, coming over. Like I said, thanks to a friend of mine, basically showed me a new game yesterday. I'm going to I might try and to basically do it that way. It's a new survival game, of course. Just to let you know what I'm going to be with the next little bit. I'm not going to give up on Trove, as I said, and no matter what game I'm playing. I'll basically still try to do my daily streams and stuff like that. But see, you got to think about it this way. I'm actually at endgame still with Trove, and there's not much else for me to do here. There's not much for me else for me to pick up on. But it's one of those things that I'm actually like doing in whatever case it be. Anyways, after comes to that, I'm looking at, I almost got 1,000,000 flux. Ooh, nice. I'm almost got enough to buy something that's really extremely overpriced. Ooh, overpriced. All right, what I'm going to do here is I need a little bit more of water gems because I'm trying to get a bit more stuff done in that direction. So I better get that done and that done and that done. Oh, yeah. Anyway, regardless of that, I got to go along and try to get about at least about 50 more boxes or so, and then I'll be actually have enough cores to actually mess around a little bit, because like I said, it just takes that more time to actually do that. But like I said, if you're wondering what game I'm talking about, if you want to check it out, it is free on Steam as a trial. Now, I will tell you this, the trial is very glitchy, but it's on PC only, and I'll tell you exactly the game I was actually going to mention here. If you guys want to try it out, you can go ahead. Give me a second, I'll let you know. Let me get back into Steam for a second. I'll let you know the name of the game, because like it is a lot of fun. It reminds me just like Minecraft. But it's a little bit more structured, a little bit more stuff in it than Minecraft. You got to be able to learn a little bit of a system, but it's not too bad. I just got to see if I can actually log back in here, or is it my stuff going to be messing up right now? But I'll tell you what it is. Give me a second. If I can get on here, or get somewhere. Okay, let me see here. Trying to get on my Steam account again, and it's not working. I don't know why my Steam is not working. Come on, Steam. Ooh. I know why. I think it's just because I got to exit there and come back into Steam there. Maybe. Nope. No, I might have to cancel that. Okay, going back in. And I'll let you know the name of the game, just in case you do have a PC or whatever case you be. Like I was introduced to it there yesterday, and I was like, and started playing it with a couple of friends. Actually, it's a lot of fun. It's called Valheim, Valheim, and the game actually it's a really lot of fun. Like I said, I will be streaming that within the next little bit as well. Just to let you know that I will be changing to that game, just because I was looking for another survival, just a little bit more meat on the bones than Minecraft. Hey, how's it going, Snip? How are you doing today, my friend? And welcome to the stream, of course, as always. Like I said, I basically, Snoop, do you have a PC by chance? And there's a reason why I say that, because I found a new game there yesterday. It's called Valheim, and it's kind of like another version of Minecraft itself. The trial version, though, you can download for free, but like I said, you don't need a high-end computer for it either. That's just the kicker. But it was supposed to be released on Xbox. I'm not sure if it's going to be released on the Xbox console or is it going to be released on the Xbox itself. But it does have mechanics into it. Like I said, well, Minecraft has the electrical mechanics. This game has a little bit more survival mechanics, and which is quite interesting because, like I said, I started playing with it with a couple of friends of mine. A couple of people I met, and not friends of mine, but a couple of people I met last night, and the person actually introduced me to it. I was like, hmm. So, oh, okay. Well, the only reason why I say that because when I do start streaming it, because I want to stream that game so bad because I loved the look of it. It's like, I mean, it's not cartoonish, it's not nothing like that, but I will still do my like my trope streams. I will still be able to keep those up to a point. But see, as I said before, I've got a lot of trove, and I mean a lot of trove. But like I said, I won't be quitting at my streaming. I won't be doing that. But I just got to look for an alternate. I think that is going to be an alternate game for me. I don't know. I gotta check it out and see exactly what's going on with that because I've seen the potential of what you can actually do with it, and so on and so forth. Like I said, if you do get a PC or even a laptop, even a decent, good gaming laptop, like I said, at some point, like I said, I would love to be able to play with you as well, and that would be awesome. But yeah, like I said, with the game changes, like I said, yeah, I shouldn't be game changing that much. But like I said, I've got like almost 150 videos on this trove. Yeah, and plus I've got it all on YouTube. So I'm gonna try to figure out exactly what I'm gonna be doing between the games that I'm gonna be doing. Like I said, racing and stuff like that is fun to watch, whatever the case may be. And like I said, I don't know what else to be doing. Like I mean, it's kind of like. So what I'm going to do yet, if I don't start streaming that, or any streaming, if they're online or whatever the case may be, see, they play multiple different type of games too, but they stay in the same genre. And the funniest thing is, I don't have much of the same genre. Like, I mean, I've got like very little games with survival. Like, I mean, my the Trove is kind of survival until you get to a certain point, and then it's just no. But it's not a true survival game. Like, I mean, it is a grinder. That's pretty much it. Like I say, Minecraft is considered to be basically a survivor game. Basically, you got. Other games and stuff like there too that like I said I got to look into some research on them, so that's exactly what I'm going to be doing in the next little bit. Now, like I said, like I said, hinder on my channel a little bit. I might change something, but I will be able to stay in with the realms itself. And like I said, I'll still be able to build up on my console and stuff like that as well. So I'm not going to give that up because I got so much money stooped into it and stuff like and so on and so forth like that. So I'm not going to basically just put that away. But anyway, I still like I said, the concept of trove and so on and so forth. But like I said, when it comes to PC gaming and stuff like that, I'm not leaving the console race behind. I'm not going to go along and do that. I'm not going to basically do it that way. I just, like I said, I need to be able to have more that. Yay, DEFCON! I thought you were actually at work. Or are you at work? Yeah, DEFCON. What I was going to say to you was basically playing the game after. Like I said, you know all the crashes and stuff I've had with the Valheim? Well, the thing is, I got it to work after buying the software, but I found it exactly the issue. The Xbox doesn't recognize my video card at all. It's just like it gives me the wrong numbers. Like I mean, it doesn't overclock my video card. It just doesn't recognize it. So what happens is it tries to render, and the render basically makes the game crash. So now I know exactly what's happening. So now I basically fix it with that. Ah, Studio. What do you do for at work, dude? You're if you're at a studio, do you do recordings like music or what? Because like I said, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Because uh, like I said, I don't know too many people that works at studios actually. Well, I know one person that worked at a movie studio at one point, doing like the mixovers and stuff like that for like say Disney and stuff like that. But I mean, to I don't know. Like I said, it sounds interesting. What do you do? Like say rap or anything like that, or do you do hip hop or any type of music, or what type of studio do you actually work at? Oh my God! Nice, nice. Oh well, geez, congrats on that, dude. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I will say that because, like I said, it's not too often. Basically, you meet a person like that. You know, like I mean, if the people don't realize, like I said, when it comes to even if you're doing a small time recording or just a major one, think of it this way: it doesn't matter with that direction as long as you enjoy doing what you're doing. Anyway, regardless of that, like I said, I'm glad you basically, like I said, have something like that to, like I said, Thursday, because I know a couple of, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I mean, that means you get your name and lights and credits. That's a good thing. Like when it comes to the recording and so on and so forth. So, like I said, that's awesome, dude. Like I mean, that's something that a lot of people would dream of. Like I said, in that direction. Ah, nice, nice. Yeah, awesome, dude. Like I say, when it comes to that, like I said, as I said before, um, I will be trying Valheim later on because I'm glad that game actually works. Uh, like I said, it's not a bad game, but it does remind me of a lot of Minecraft. The only thing is, you just can't go to Minecraft to go mining. Well, you can't go to Valheim and start mining because there's no mining. Basically, you construct whatever. I don't think there's any mining into it. I don't see mining into it, but I don't know how the game actually still works 100%. So it's still up in the air. I've got myself as basically a mace and a shield now, though. So I'm not too far off from where you left off. You just a little bit more further ahead. So, like I said, when I'm actually done there, I'll be able to go along and look at exactly what I'm doing. Like I mean, I love to be able to get into that game, and then when I'm finished with that one, or basically doing a certain point of that, I like to be able to get the basically Conan back too. This Conan is only $39. All right. All right, my friend, and thanks for dropping in. Anyways, like I said, happy lurking, and like I said, I hopefully be able to see you in game again, dude. That was fun the last day. It's too bad I couldn't find your base the second time around, though. Like, I mean, it's just something that, like, I mean, people. I love PC games. I love the selection that's out there, and of course, like I said, there's more selection than on console, at least for survival games. Like, I mean, there's horror games and stuff, yes, but like I said, it's just that much more. That's what I like about PC gaming, just because of that reason. But like, I mean, that means I'll be switching to a different stream once in a while to PC until I actually max that game as well. Like, I mean, I love, like I say, maxing out games and getting the best of both worlds. And like I said, be able to support both sides. Like I mean, I'm not gonna. I love to be able to get on the PTS server too, with trove and stuff like that too as well. So I'd be able to still keep up to date, which still going to do. I'm not going to stop doing that because I like to be able to get more information on upcoming events and stuff like that. I like to be able to make more out of it. Now the thing is, like I would say with the game change, that's not going to change my schedule. That's not going to change anything like that. And like I said, my schedule is kind of hard to follow sometimes, just because, like I said, I'm still in recovery for the next couple of months. Basically my body is still healing and so on and so forth, and trying to deal with that. And it's going to be a little bit erratic for me. Now, like I said, when I get back to work and stuff like that, I'll be back to a regular schedule. So that means my schedule is not going to be all over the place and so on and so forth. I try to tell this to people. Like, I mean, I don't know if people get it or not, whatever the case may be. That's fine. That's fine. Like I said, when it comes to that, I love to be able to squeeze in different games and stuff like that. Like, I mean, racing and then doing trove, and that is way too different. Like, if I actually be able to get more survival games, like, I mean, like Conan, Valhalla was the other game you did mention too. It's not that there's a lot of them out there, but they're so they do have similarities to them, but they also get differences too as well. I just need to be able to get better gaming headset for my PC. Is the only thing, because the my mic on my camera kind of doesn't fit in right where it should be. And what I mean, it doesn't fit in right where it should be. Like, I mean, it picks up way too much. Like, I mean, I've got a quiet room, okay? But I need to be able to get something that's going to filter out a lot more stuff. Oh, nice. Awesome, dude. I'm glad you're getting there, dude. I wish I had a powerful enough character to play on. Which I don't have the Xbox, is the thing, but I wish I had a powerful enough character on PC. But you gotta remember, this game is actually bigger on PC than most consoles. So that's what I was looking at. I was like, okay, what, you know? But I'm glad you're almost 30K, dude. Seriously, like I said, how much more do you need for 30K? Because, like I said, I wish I was there to help you out too at the same time, because you'd be already 30K. But see, the problem is there's no cross plat with this game itself. That's the sad part about it. Like, I mean, it's it's old school. Like, I mean, yes, you can actually grind in the same dungeons as me. I can help you out with whatever, but there's only one problem with that. Like, I mean, you're basically gonna 52. You're going to basically, in some cases, you will slow yourself down on grinding, because as you see, like, I mean, if unless you got an end game character or something like that, you're not going to be able to keep up. And like I said, unless you've got like a Neon Ninja for built for speed, but then you're going to be doing your own grind anyway, regardless. So you're going to basically separate yourself no matter how in that direction. So the thing is, when it comes to it, that's why I've got my YouTube channel and stuff that set up the way I do, just because of the fact that when I've got the information out there, you'd be able to use that and utilize that to get that PR and stuff up there. So you'd be able to understand how to get up there. That's the thing. That's exactly what I did. And this is exactly what I do itself. Like, I mean, when it comes to that, like, I mean, I can explain myself over and over and over. But the only thing is, like, I mean, I explained myself in a good few videos over the years. Like, I mean, I started streaming this at 2017. I started playing this at 2015 on here. I played it since closed beta in late 2013 and 14 is when closed beta. It was almost a year and a half of beta, to be exact, but it wasn't too bad. It was very buggy. They didn't count as an official release until 2015, but it was still fun. It was still fun to play. But the thing is, it was almost no content to this game. So, you know, but like I said, that's exactly what I'm saying is I need to be able to do something different. But now, even if I do go on to PC, that means I'm actually be able to support some of those games that gamers that actually do survival and stuff there too, and to be able to do it that way. But now, like I said, I'll still do my daily trove. I'll still do everything that way. So I'm slowly getting there. I need to get my repertoire of games for my PC. And thanks for the follow, my friend. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing great. Like I said, when it comes to that, Sammy, yes. So hopefully you're doing great, my friend. Like I said, hopefully also enjoying the stream as well. Like I said, I'm always trying to actually better myself with both PC and console. I'm trying to look for more survival games, not like horror games. No, horror games, to me, it's not interesting to me, to a point. Yes, it's nice to be able to see people playing Dead by Daylight and whatever the case may be. But I look at exactly, I love survival games. I like to be able to have grinders and so on and so forth. And that's exactly what I do. I don't mind sharing information on this game either or other games because that's exactly what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to build up a library of games on my YouTube channel, and that's exactly what I've been doing the last little bit to basically just to have more content because content does not save. Well, and until you're actually very high up in Twitch, Twitch doesn't save anything beyond a week. So I've got to work with that and find exactly what works right for me to save my videos and stuff like that. So, like I said, if you like this video itself, you can also check out my other videos as well basically under my YouTube channel. You'll be able to go there and get some alpha tips and hints and self, and you'll be able to use that and utilize that as much as you can. Now, like I said, if you're not a trove player or you're just basically a grinder or whatever the case may be, I will be doing other games as well. But I don't have many PC games right now. That's why I'm not on PC. I'm slowly getting extra games there so I can have more stuff to stream and stuff like that and more content to actually produce on my stream because I do have a lot of games on console. I got about 350 games on console, but a lot of those games, of course, after the first versions of the games, people don't play them anymore, or just basically the game starts dying out. And I do have a couple of games that the people don't play anymore, or very little. They do stream them, like if they do stream at all, but they don't. There's not many players left in them, what was it called? Watch Dogs and so on and so forth. That was popular back in the day, but it's not as popular. I see that the numbers are after dropping off quite a bit, so that's why I don't do that. I do have all of them. I got every single one of them. I got Legions. I've got everything, but it's just one of those things. Gosh, gotcha. Yeah, the chat. Leave that to. Leave that to the stream itself. Yeah, it's like I said, it's what your web browser stuff will do, or your app that you're using. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. But welcome to the chat too, as well. Like I said, doing it that way, like I said, it's just I'm glad you're basically tuned in as well. Like I said, hopefully you like the stream itself. As I just said, you can also check out my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is pretty big, and I'm still adding stuff to that daily. Of course, it's not just game. This game I played it to death. Literally, legitimately played it to death. I've got 100 and almost 150 videos on Trove, but a lot of stuff there. My day is doing great. Like I said, just getting up right now, just to doing a stream, doing it that way, and try to work with that, and try to work my day and see exactly what my day is going to come out like. And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing right now. Like I said, I'm just doing U11 right now. I'm just doing some grinding for gems and water and so on and so forth, basically in the drown world. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I try to get more cores and try to work on that. So, yeah, I've been trying to work on a lot of stuff here like I said, we're still with Trove and stuff like that. Like I mean, Trove is my main game. Like right, it basically for streaming and stuff like that. But I love to be able to switch my games, just a little tiny bit. Like I mean, to that point. Now, if you're on PC, see the problem is I would love to switch to PC and still do all this stuff. But the only problem is, I've got more games on my console, so that's the reason why I still am stuck in basically the console thing. But I like to be able to get on PC because you can still there's a lot of games and stuff that you can use mods and stuff with and stuff like that. Some of the mods are actually looking really nice. Like I've got Minecraft on there. I got this basically I was introduced to Valheim yesterday, which is kind of like a different game itself. Well, it's crashy. It's crashy for a lot of people. You've got, well, if it's on PC, you need something to push the hardware a little bit, but you don't need to push it that much. You got to remember, a Trove is not bent on graphics. Trove is not bent on graphics. It's more to bent on just because Trove is just a grinder. That's all it is. You repeat the same process every day. Like if you're doing like the mastery, if you're doing like the gems, you're doing that, but you're doing the same thing over and over. And that's pretty much what happens. Yes, blue screens. Look, think of it this way. I've been playing this game since 2015 on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. Well, PlayStation 5 wasn't even available back in 2015, but I was started playing on PlayStation 4, and then I played on PC before then because it was not released on the console. So basically, I've been playing. I wish I was a mod, but no. Some people call me a bot because I've been playing for so long. But no, like I said, I've got this game broken down so many different ways. Like I mean, I got much information on it. I love doing tutorials. I like to. Yeah, I love breaking down the game itself so people can understand how to play it. And that's exactly what I try to do. Like, I mean, I love to doing tutorials on games and stuff like that. Like I said, I've done tutorials for years. And people be like, no, you're new at this. Well, I'm new to Twitch, okay? I'm new to Twitch software. But I'm not new to streaming, like, I mean, to that point. Like, I mean, it's just one of those things. It's just that I had to wait to get a computer to actually get all my stuff going and to make it look quite a bit better, and so on and so forth. Like I mean, it took me almost 3 years to get a computer going. It can be complicated. I'm not joking. You might think that's funny, but when it comes to like how many people ask me, how do you do this and how do you do that? I've got no problem actually answering the question. But the only thing is, it's a level of, well, basically, it's getting into the game. It's getting into the game. It's not a hard game once you get into it. It's kind of redundant, actually, when it comes to it. It's pretty straightforward because all you do is do the same thing every day. Grind, a grind for mastery, a grind for something. You can change it up a little bit if you'd like to do so, but it's not much change in Trove. Like I mean, if you do play Trove, it's like, oh boy, you know. But like I said, I love the game because, like I said, not because of the cartoon graphics, because it reminds me a little bit of Diablo 3. It also reminds me a little bit of Minecraft. Now, I don't do the building side of it. I've got a friend of mine that he does the streams and he does all the building. Right. Unexplained. That's what I'm saying. When you hop in first, like I mean, the tutorial. I don't even know why they got a tutorial in this game because it's so incomplete. It's so garbage. Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, actually, Sammy, I was gonna say, are you in the UK server or are you in the US server? Because I would love to be able to help you, dude. Not to help you build a club, but I mean, I've got an old club that I was working on. I've got all the portals and stuff. Oh, NA, okay. So you're on a different server than even me. Yeah. Because I'm on the US server. But yeah, crap. See, that's the problem with this game. Like, I mean, first off, they don't have crossplay. Another thing they don't have is basically they block you out from other servers. Like, I mean, okay, I can understand if you're on PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5, you should be able to play PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 players, no matter what server they're under. But you can say forget about it. Like I said, that's the great huge problem with that. Yeah, I know, and I don't know why they did that way. It's just like the U.S. server, then you got the U.K. server, and then you got like I think a server in China or somewhere. It's like yeah, and you try to figure out exactly what server people are playing under and so on and so forth, and then you try to say, hey man, I can support you. Then you find out, yeah, then you find out, yeah, the EU server, yeah. Uh, I would, like I said, when it comes to like, I mean, try to say you can support somebody or help somebody else. Yes, I can help people out across platform. The only way I can help people out is to actually use my videos. That's the only way. That's the only way Trove can actually help you in that direction. Because Trove basically locks you away in that little tiny corner and it does not let you out. Like if you actually choose the wrong server or a different server, then fine. Basically, people do multi servers sometimes just to get the extra stuff that's in the game. Like people that play on the US server, you can play on the EU server and basically get extra camera bars and stuff like that. But the only problem is there's only a certain limit to that itself. Like I mean, I don't have time enough to actually play two accounts. No. So what happens is I get stuck with what I've got, which is not a problem. But then I can't help other people later because, like I said, I don't have that much time in a day to actually keep going. So, like I said, a little bit of time I've got there for streaming and stuff like that is all the time I have. So that's exactly what I look at it itself. And people don't realize that. Excuse me. People don't realize. That people that have, like I said, stuff outside too of gaming. A lot of people do. But on the other hand, like I said, like when it comes to like, I would love to play multi-servers. Like, I mean, I am on PC, but even PC, I'm on the US server. Like, I mean, I like to be able to do a UK server or something there. Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, it's good to play on different servers because you'll be able to support more people. But like I said, but then that's all you'll be doing is to basically supporting the more. But then you also get to regrind everything all over again. Like I mean, if you are actually a really extremely low mastery, a low PR, a low everything, and I mean extremely low, people are gonna look at you and they go, ha, you're that level, and whatever the case may be, and that happens. So, like I said, even if you try to help somebody else out, it might take you months to get up there to help somebody else out. So it like I mean, it just so no, like I mean, it's just I don't get it. Right. You know what I like to be able to see? I like to see a clip account or just Game Ago, even if it's just Game Ago. Just have a count where when you start on PC, you can go to server select and basically have that server select and you can go straight down. Because once you choose your server, you're locked. There's no way to changing that. It's just like, no. And plus, it's the versions of the game is what locks you. It's not. It's not like, I mean, if I want to play on the EU server, I got to download, make an EU account. Then I got to download EU software just to play EU. It's just, oh my God, it's just like, no, in that direction. So I do try to do my best to actually accommodate everybody. Like, I mean, I accommodate more of the US players, but I'd love to be able to accommodate more. But this Trove does not allow you to do that. Like, I mean, you got to download multiple different versions of it. I like to be able to see a server select. Like, I mean, Diablo got the same thing. Diablo 3 has got the server select. You can actually join other people and so on and so forth. But Diablo 3 is actually older than Trove. So what gives? It makes no sense. Like, I mean, it sounds like the devs they just got lazy and didn't want to do it. That's what it sounds like to me. I try to make up for that the software is old and stuff like that. It could be that reason too. But if there's older games that you could still cross-platform, why can't not this game? Because it'd be nice for me to just hop over to EU server and have my character built up. I can go over there and, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I mean, even if you really got to start over, okay? Even if you had to start over, but have it something you can actually select with one account. Instead of having like 4 or 5 accounts and just 4 different servers. It makes no sense. Like, I mean, well, you've got Call of Duty. That's basically multi-platformed. It doesn't. You only need one account for that. You've got other survival games and stuff like that. I was just playing in the UK with a person there yesterday. I never streamed it, but I was starting to play Valheim, and that's off Xbox itself, Xbox Live. And basically, you can actually play it on PC. It's a PC-only game. But I will tell you this. It required me to actually have one account. That's my email address for Microsoft. That's it. I could cross-platform. Yay! So, what gives? Like I said, it's a lot of stuff Trove misses that it doesn't have. When people come in and say, hey, man, this is a fun game. Yes, it's a fun game. I like to be able to actually have even more fun with it. The only problem is, like, I mean, the most people on our server, I'll show you exactly right now. I mean, this is the people that I'm actually looking at. I'm going to look at leaderboards, and this is where it makes a big, huge difference. Now, let me see here. Contest, nope. Yeah. I'm going to go along here and show you exactly what I'm talking about, because most people that I know are very, very very high level. Yeah, I know. Like, I mean, it's still a fun game. Like, I mean, but like I said, that cross-platform would change the game. I can't find right now where everybody's list is. I can look at only the other stuff right now. But anyway, regardless of that, I'll find that in a minute, or later on. But anyway, I'll just try to get that information. But anyway, regardless, most people I hear are my rank or basically just a little higher. Like, I mean, they might be 100 points higher or something like that, which 100 points is nothing in PR. But all these lower level people, I'm actually supporting a lot of them to try to get them up to like Uber 8. But the only problem is once you get to Uber 8 and Uber 9, there's not much game left, really. Like, I mean, you get to Uber 11, you get like the crystalline and stuff like that. But I like to be able to do, like I said, more outside the box. I would love to be able to do more outside the box. Reason being, I like to be able to go along and play with other people, not just on this server, because I already know what's on this server. I know what I'm dealing with. But on the other servers and stuff like that, it would give me more playthrough. It would give me a more a little bit more fun too, because I can go on and say on a PC server and say, hey man, I'd like to be able to basically support you guys and so on and so forth, and be able to help out the PC players. Then I can actually start on EU server and I can say, hey, I can help you. But the only thing is, my videos are the only thing that can help. It's like, it's kind of redundant. Like, I mean, there's so many other games out there that actually support crossplay and stuff. Like, I mean, it's just, no. Like, I mean, it is a slap in the face. Right. So would I. Like, I mean, there is nothing, well, to a point, I see some really nice clubs. I will say that. I'll show you exactly what I'm part of right now. Let me get to the club for a second. I'm in part of Vertex, and Vertex is one of my one of the biggest clubs I'm into right now. Now, the thing is, like, I mean, it's only so far you can go. This is one of them that was actually just completed just a little bit ago. This is actually a fair-sized club, by the way. This is not the best one. This is not even close to best one I've seen. I've seen castles. I've seen different things and so on and so forth. I've seen some very beautiful things made on here. The only problem is, it's still, I love to see the mini games, okay? The mini games that you create. It's not just the buildings, but make the mini games more interactive. Make something that's going to work and for people to have fun with. Like, I mean, give people points and stuff like that. Not just a ding when you actually use a goal or something like that, but just to have there. Hey, how are you doing? How are you doing, Bear? How are you doing today, my friend? A long time no see. How is your life doing? And how are you doing yourself, of course? Like I said, hopefully you're doing well, of course, as always. But anyway, regardless of that, oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. Awesome. I know things are a lot more expensive than what they used to be. I mean, extremely expensive. Like, I mean, things are after increasing so much, it's not even funny. Like, I mean, I remember I used to be able to buy a Gonda for, let's say, 9 mil. And now it's like 24 mil, 23 mil. Oh, ow, 34 mil. Ah, crap. Well, you know how to make the money back, so it's not too bad. Uh, which one? Which one is? Which one is that? Which helmet is that? Or what? Which one is that? I'm not because if you're talking about auroras and stuff like that, that's good for pretty much everything. But what are you talking about? Okay, I don't know. I don't know exactly what you're talking about there. I know exactly kind of what you're talking about, but I've got so many mounts and stuff like that collected over time. Like, I mean, you're talking, if you don't know the name of it or whatever the case may be, I can't just go along and pop. Yeah, and even auroras, it's just kind of like, okay, let me see. I know there's a bunch of auroras too. I've got one more left to get in the game. Let me go to collections. Let me go to combat. Nope, it's not going to be there. Badges. Nope. That would be under styles. Auroras. Which one are you talking about? Are you talking about the chaotic aurora, which is a stargaze, cosmic coralium, or are you talking about what? Paragram. See, there's no paragram itself. There's no list for that. If you noticed, so I don't know which one you're talking about. It's a radiant one, or is it a what? Like I said, you got. All right, man. Thanks for dropping in there, Sammy, and hopefully have a good to see you again, of course. And like I said, thanks for dropping in. Hopefully, be able to see you again, of course, as always, and hopefully be able to catch you on your stream as well. And thanks for the follow, by the way. But yeah, I don't know. It's called what? Paragram. See, I don't know, dude. it's not Paragram Aurora. See, that is. Oh, you're talking about this one. I don't have it yet, but you can actually get that one for a lot cheaper. Yeah, that one is a lot cheaper, dude. Like, I mean, that's the one I'm working on currently. I'm getting trying to get my Paragram for that, and that one is actually. Let me see here. Let me see here. Let me see if I can find. Uh, yeah, it's easy to grind for it. I don't do anything. I don't rush this game, dude. If I got 32 million or anything like that, I'll sit down and build my characters with that. But that's just my own opinion on that. Yeah, you can grind for it. It's very easy. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Because it's not expensive. It's not expensive. Well, basically, you just get your Paragram levels up. That's all. Now I'll show you. I think. Let me see here. Yeah, you basically the Paragram Aurora is. Let me see if I can find it here. It's probably not even here. No, actually, it's not even there. I think what happened is. Let me see. Paragram recipes. I'm just looking for it right now. See if I can find it. If I can't grind it, that means you can. It's only a droppable. It might be only a droppable. But yes, it's a droppable. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. Basically, I was just looking through the list there, which is fine. This is fine. Like I mean, but if it's only from the pinatas, that means you basically have to spend real money and to get it to that point because it's a rare drop. So yeah. Like, I mean, I can understand why it's a little bit more expensive, but why the heck is it more expensive than a Gonda, though? Let me see if I can find it there. Let me see if I can find it there in the marketplace. Auroras. Do 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 do. I'm gonna high collect it. Aurora AURA. See if I can actually find it. High collect it. Okay. No, so no, there's no results. Let me see if I can actually find it this way. Uh, Glory of Victory. Yeah, it's actually cheaper here. It's 8.5 mil here. What? Now that's funny. You paid 30. Oh my God. Yeah, well, yeah, you're right. Well, see, some things are more expensive and some things are more is cheaper. It depends on what it is. Like, I mean, everything is not. How can I say it? Everything is not like a. Like I said, you might think that is cheap, but then I'll go into. Let me see here. I'll go into mounts, okay? And this is what I'm looking at right now. This is what I'm left with. I'll show you in a second. Okay, we've got the okay. The pachyderm is actually dropped. That is actually an event item. But Phaetron, 25 million. I bet you any flux that it's cheaper on your side. Just because it's a mount. But I don't know. Oh my God! Why is it so expensive? Why it's actually killing the market? It's just like okay, ouch. Now I feel your pain. Oh man, crap. Seriously, like I mean, I don't get that. Like I mean, like I said, I remember when everything was a lot cheaper at one point. I wish I had the flux back then on mastery. Right. Plus, it's actually more of a competition too because you got that many more players. But see, even if you got more players, it should be cheaper. So, like, I mean, I still don't get that. Oh, I know why. I get a funny feeling that you got people like people that get their first drop, and he thinks, "Oh, you're gonna spend this X number amount of on it, or anybody else is gonna buy it for this price." And then they end up basically dropping their hat right in there, and yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, right? Well, we do have market flippers here too, but I mean, it's not gotten that bad yet. Like, I mean, to that point. Like, I mean, there is people. See, you gotta remember, things used to be at a certain price, and it used to be almost a set price. People would be like negotiating on like global and stuff like that to be like, "Hey, man, I can sell you this for 3 million, and everybody else is selling it for 3 million or 3.5 or something like that, just because of what it was." And now those items are sold for a close to 25 and 30 million just because of flippers and stuff like that. This is what I was telling a person before. It's not just inflation, it's people buying something and add 1 million each time or 500K. And then that item gets so expensive, it basically just gets killed. That item is no longer available to basically to new players. Like you think of it this way. That's why you don't see a lot of new players anymore. You see some coming in, but they can't afford nothing. Like, I mean, I used to sell. I tell you, I used to make millions off of selling fast francs and other new item, or new, I'm going to say new items because nobody uses them after a certain point and they're very easy to access. Now, I'll basically say this. Okay, first off, I used to make before an event. I can still do it now. I used to sell it for 7,000, 7,000 a piece. Okay, they're gone up to 12 now, 12K. I never changed my price at all, but I basically one of the hot sellers if I do sell them on here, and I make a fortune off them. I don't have to charge an arm and a leg because it's not going to cost me an arm and a leg to get them. And that's exactly what I look at. Now, some people are there just to be greedy and so on and so forth to try to get the maximum amount of anything off of somebody else. Now, like I said, flux is not hard for me to get. I know many different ways of getting it. The only thing is, I'll look at exactly what I can actually do within a certain period of time. Like, I mean, in that direction. You got to remember, you got to be able to make flux every single day to make anything in the game. That's the very first thing. The second thing is, like I said, where it's not, like, I mean, as I said before in this video, I wish there was cross-platform because it would make my game a lot more interesting too, and it'd make it a lot more. Like I said, I'd be able to do more stuff with it because, like, I mean, it's just what it is. And I think if it was cross-platform, it would actually help the markets too, to a point. But then that might actually ruin the markets in certain cases too. So, like, I mean, it might go flip-flop where you might think, oh man, I'm gonna go along and get a great deal. Then all of a sudden, it doesn't work, and that's exactly what happened. So, regardless of that, that's exactly what I look at, you know? And that's exactly what I've been working on the last little bit. I've been looking at a lot of stuff itself and trying to figure out exactly what I can do on the US server. And of course, on the console, PlayStation 5, like, I mean, it's just, yeah, it's what it is, you know? And I would love to see this game being done absolutely handled differently and so on and so forth. But like I said, it's been out so long now, I don't think they'll ever do, you know. But anyway, regardless of that, it's crazy. It's crazy. I like I said, but like I said, then you'll have more flippers. You'll have more price comparisons too. And you'll have basically, you're going to think about it this way. Some people get the rarest items, not the rarest items, but I mean, they count it as rarest items, and they'll sell it for a great big huge dollar. And they're not even rare. And that's what happens. Like, I mean, trove is very, very lucrative when it comes to that market. I hate to see, I'd rather not deal with the market. I don't deal with the market over 90% of the time. I don't mind buying like nitro and stuff like that off of people. I don't mind supporting, like, say, other people's pockets to a point. But there is a certain point of it in saying what? Like, I mean, how expensive things are. Like, I mean, I remember when I actually bought my first Aurora off of a player. I tell you how much it was. It was only 10K. Now, that same Aurora now, it goes for about 250 to 300K. And it's like, why? What's the difference? What made it changed where it's actually that much more expensive? Oh, boy. It's kind of redundant, really, if you look at it, because time you get one thing in the game itself, it's like it's not deterring people away from the game. It's a lot harder to get anywhere. Like, I mean, I'm pretty much at end game right now myself. I'm stuck with certain items because A, I don't have the flux, B, I don't have the luck to get there, and C, it's just like it's that much more of a grind. And that's exactly what happens. And like, I mean, I'd rather grind for a lot more stuff. I'd rather give for free. Instead of giving my flux and my work to somebody else. Yes, it might take me a little longer to get there, but you gotta remember, Paragram system is never going to change. Like, I mean, the PvP system never really changed. All it did was basically got rid of the season system and is putting some permanent stuff right now. Not saying they're going to actually add, not going to add the other dragons stuff like that back into the game either. I'm not sure what they're going to do with those, because right now I will say this: there's two dragons that you cannot get unless you buy effigies, and that is kind of sad, because when it comes to inside the game itself, basically you'll have to spend a lot of time grinding these dragons, which is one of the Plague Dragon, and the other one is Season 2, which is the very first Bomber Royale Dragon. You cannot get that anymore. That's gone. So you got to literally grind. You got to grind for that itself, and I mean it's expensive for credit pouches. Seriously, it's more expensive for credit pouches than what it actually was to grind the mount at the beginning. So, yeah. Right. That's exactly. Okay, 90K each. What? Why are these so expensive? Because you can buy them. They're not expensive. Let me see. I gotta check this out. I got to really check this out because something is telling me there's something else there. Uh, uh I'm gonna say pin for pinata, and I'm gonna say I collected. Now the pinata mounts is there. That is the dragon. That's the. Well, I know those are not worth 7K because of. Well, actually, the mastery ones are not bad. Um, but it's not worth that because you never get the flux back on them. Okay, they're actually 50K here. Oh my god, for 50K to 90K. So basically, you're getting ripped. Yeah. Ow. Ow. I feel your pain, dude. I feel your pain, legitimately. Oh my god. It's like, why? It's like, I mean, the most expensive pinata here, going right down to the bottom, It's like, I think it's like 30K. Yeah, I know, but like I said, if you're buying them and stuff like that with your credit pouches, then you're turning out the output itself. Like, I mean, to make something on them, yes, you'll basically make a lot of flux. But the thing is, it's yeah. You get what you need to do. You get a lot of flux very quick because it's what it is. But see, the thing is, I still don't get why. Like, I mean, I still don't get why things are so expensive. It just don't make no sense to me. Like, I mean, I'm still like, I mean, when it comes to certain things, like I said, there is things in this game that's never going to change. I can understand PvP is never going to change for a while. Like I said, in that direction. And I know basically the paragram system is not going to change. Like, I mean, they can change the items in it, like from the crafting table, but the drop chance items, I don't see them changing anytime soon. Like the stuff that I get from the pinatas, and that is still count as a drop chance, not a crafting. So the thing is, the way I look at it this way is, like, I mean, it's like, I mean, I look at it. I look at it like for years down the road. I look at it for years down the road when, like I said, they're basically not giving the game. You got to remember, an update lasts 2 or 3 years, sometimes longer, and depends on what they're adding to the game. And like I said, I've seen things in this game. Like, I could go right now to Geo Topside, and those caves that there was one event, the flower, the little tiny like purple and yellow and somewhat a flower looked like a bulb. That itself, it's still in the game. It's still in the game itself. They never removed it. So that's how much they changed the game. All they do is just add more stuff so they can make more money. That's pretty much all they do. And it's kind of sad in a way. Like, it's what it is. You can't complain about it. But like I said, that's why sometimes I think the game actually basically crashes so much because of that reason. And there's something else too, because if you start laying too much stuff on top of each other, it starts becoming issues. It's like when the game first started. Like, I mean, it could be also server side, but I don't think it's server side because it loads up pretty quickly. It does that way. But if you keep on adding like different codes and stuff like that, eventually, that's why if you actually look at the history of, okay, Final Fantasy VII, when they actually done coding for Final Fantasy VII, they didn't want to mess with the game because they were afraid that they were actually made the game code corrupted, or basically the game not work. And that's exactly what Trove is doing, is absolutely the opposite of that. They're actually adding more code and more stuff to it. So certain things will actually make it very unstable. So, like, I mean, I'm after crashing so many times off my streams, it's not even funny. And it's really hard to stream Trove. I will say that. It's really hard to get those like I said, to get those numbers and stuff up there with Trove, because you cannot do long streams with it. There's no way of doing it. Like, I mean, the longest stream I ever got on the PlayStation 5 was about close to 3 hours at most. But I don't try to get that 3 hour mark. Like, I mean, I try to do my best looking at exactly what I can do with the stream. But in a lot of cases, it actually goes along and crashes, or it crashes like at 20 minutes. This is the intervals. 20 minutes, 30, like I said, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 1 hour, 1 hour and a half. It skips, and you don't know where it's going to hit. Like, I mean, right now I could go along and crash, and like I said, that's just it. And like I said, if it doesn't give me a blue screen, it'll just give me basically a freeze screen. Now, a freeze screen I can suffice a little bit with for a short period of time. I don't mind dealing with that. But on the other hand, like I said, I'd rather not deal with that. And it's the indications in the game too. Small indications will tell you what's happening. Like, I mean, if you got like the overlays that starts going along, and like the graphics starts going along and looks like it's lines gone through it, or it'll basically a bit. Another thing that you can tell your game is about to crash too is when you actually play it and you get like the chunks is not loading correctly. Like it'll slow down a lot. It's like the server can't keep up with your movement. And basically what happens is the overlays, I think, if I'm not mistaken, is what caused the game to crash. Because I even went along and talked to the devs and stuff like that before, and he said, we really don't know what's causing it to crash. I said, you're a development team, and you don't know what's causing it to crash. I said, what is it that basically how can you fix your own problem? They said we've been trying. They said there is certain things in the game itself that they said basically when they're actually adding stuff to the games like new mounts and stuff like that. They said sometimes it causes issues. I said I know it causes issues. It does it for everybody. And I said how do you fix it? They said I don't know. They don't even know. They don't know. They know their own code, or just too lazy. Just to give me a lame excuse that why you don't want to fix it. But I'd like to be able to see them to fix it because it'll be a lot easier to do it. But I don't know if it's actually feasible or actually it's capable of doing it with the type of software they're using. Because I can understand, like, I mean, if he actually made like a Trove 2, now I would not want to play Trove 2. Not the way Trove 1 is. But like I said, it is a fun game. But I would never want to basically to play a second version of it. I know there was memes and stuff like that about Trove 2 for the longest time. Now, with those memes itself and so on and so forth, it was kind of funny because of that reason. You can actually go along and check up on YouTube and look at some of the Reddits that people put up and said, what happens if there was a Trove 2? And what do you expect when you actually do play it? And I'm like thinking back in the back of my head, I was like, what do I expect? A game that actually allows me to do more streaming and to do a lot more stuff with. That's exactly what it is. And that's all the people are expecting for it to be. That's why a lot of games and stuff like that. A lot of people, like I said, a lot of people used to stream, like to say, Trove and stuff like that. And a lot of people gave up on streaming Trove because of the fact that it's so unstable. I don't mind dealing with the stability, and I don't mind doing with that. Like, I mean, because it's the public and stuff like that. Like I said, I like the public that's in Trove to a point because they're more relaxed and so on and so forth. That's why I like about doing like the survival games and stuff like that, more so. So yeah, like I mean, that's exactly what I like doing, you know. And you know, I don't know. It's just I just don't get it. Like I mean, sometimes just because, like I said, if you're basically a company that's being lazy or not doing something, like as I said before, like I said with as I said yesterday about like even first-person shooters and stuff like that. Basically, they do the same thing almost. You get if the devs get lazy or people get lazy, there's a lot of stuff that's missing. And that's exactly what happens. Anyway, I'm going to go along and basically end my stream here, guys. I'm going to say good day, good night, and good afternoon. Hopefully, be able to catch you guys again on my stream again. Yo, what's up, man? I was just basically ready to end my stream, but I'm going to say hello. I'm going to give you a little bit of hello anyways. So how are you doing, my friend? And welcome to the others. Welcome to the dark side. But yeah, like I said, I'm just basically going to end my stream here. Of course, I will be seeing later's Gators, and hopefully be able to see you again on my stream. And hopefully you have a great day, guys, and have fun and do what you need to do to keep trucking. And like I said, later's.